All right, so here's Abyssal Yufine. We had to wait until the servers came all the way up, but let's see what we're dealing with here. She is the first Aquarius Knight, I believe, in the entire game, so I'm really hoping that she's actually going to be interesting. So, I mean, let's see what happens.
There's another side to me. And when she comes out, not even I know how to stop her.
Okay.
I hate the darkness.
Whoa.
Because it hides your
Holy, wait, that's so sick.
I hurt you?
Wait, that's so cool.
Yufine is a pure-blooded dragon of the wind.
I really like that. I really, really like that. That looks so good, actually. That's one of my favorite animations, I think. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead from the lore. I'm sorry. Her introduction video. Wow, she has no attack. Health scaling, maybe? Health and defense. She has crit chance. Okay. A DPS of some sort. 106 speed. Pretty good base health and defense. These are good stats if she's a health scaling DPS. Other than the speed. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this is her passive. When the enemy is not an elite or boss monster, it reduces the effect of combat readiness increase granted to the enemy by up to 50%. That's a huge deal. Okay, so it's a Politis passive, essentially. This effect does not stack with other passive effects of the same name. Okay, so I guess you can't have her and Politis. This doesn't affect characters like Zio, though. When attacked, gains 20 fighting spirit. She's a fighting spirit character and has 30% chance to counterattack. Oh, no. Uh-oh. At the start of turn, when fighting spirit is full, dispels all debuffs from the caster. Oh, she's an anti-debuff character. This could be a really big deal. 30% chance to counter. 20 fighting spirit. Okay. Let's take a look at her next ability, her skill 3. Inflicts trauma on the caster. Costs 100 fighting spirit and has a 4-turn cooldown. Gets trauma for 3 turns before attacking all enemies, dispelling all buffs and decreasing their combat readiness by 50%. Ignores effect resistance. She will always strip their buffs and push them back no matter what. Trauma increases defense by 70%, but attack and speed but increases attack and decreases defense by 70%, but increases attack and speed by 100%. What the hell? But she only has 800 base attack. If the defense part of the effect of trauma is 2000 or higher, the stat increase effects are doubled? Holy! So if you have 2000 defense on her, she's getting 200% increased attack and speed? So you have to build her with like basically exactly 2000 defense, and then you put all the other stats into, I guess, crit chance, crit damage, some attack and tankiness, like health? Can you even get speed? This is ridiculous. What the hell?
To inflict trauma on the caster.
This is so insane.
Before attacking all
We've never had
enemies,
anything like this
dispelling all
before.
buffs and decreasing combat readiness by 50%.
This is such a unique
Ignores
skill.
effect resistance. Trauma decreases defense by
She's
70%.
an attack scaling tank that needs 2000 defense. So maybe you don't build her with a ton of health.
Prior to the effect
I mean,
of trauma,
200% increased
2000
defense
higher.
or speed
The
and
stat
attack.
increase effects are doubled.
Really
If the
interesting.
defense exceeds 2000,
I'm already actually kind of excited to try and just see how I can build them. I have so much fun trying to build characters.
trauma are applied when using skill 3.
And the animation,
Unique effect.
oh my god, look at that.
Turn duration reduction.
That's so cool. I have to get this character.
Skill 1, Dragon's Breath.
Oh, so I guess it's an AoE. Attacks all enemies with Dragon's Breath with a 45% chance to decrease attack for 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportional to the caster's defense. When the caster is granted trauma, activates Unbridled Outburst instead of Dragon's Breath. What the hell? Increases damage dealt on Soulburn. Unbridled Outburst attacks the enemy with a massive blade, penetrates their defense by 70%. So it's a defense scaling ability, but when she has trauma, she scales with attack. So maybe her skill 1 also has decent attack scaling as well. This is so weird. This is so weird. Yeah, it's a trade-off. So she becomes a single target attack, and she has built-in counter chance as well. So she'll just counter in an AoE and get fighting spirit. This is so weird.
Attacks all enemies with
Yeah, we got another Elbrus
and a
user.
60%
Does she
chance
want
to
lifesteal
for one turn.
or a destruction
Damage
set?
increases proportional to the caster's defense.
The damage doesn't look that crazy.
Activates Unbridled Outburst.
Does Karina's artifact work on her?
Unbridled Outburst attacks an enemy with a massive blade. It penetrates the target's.
Does that work on AoEs or just single target?
Is consumed, increases damage dealt.
Oh my god! Wait, it hit her for 17,000 when she had trauma?
Split personality. Players will be able to meet Abyssal Yufine through the Mystic Summon.
Yeah, you can't use Karina's artifact on them. Oh my god. Let's take a look at the combat demo. Let's see what Smallgate's cooking up. They haven't brought out the Kane video yet, right?
What would you like to order? Here's one on the house.
Yeah, I think she's either gonna use Elbrus or
There's never enough
could use Brieg's artifact. Maybe not that one. Maybe Mature Sunglasses possibly too, but I think Elbrus seems like the most useful. But that makes her really terrible into characters like Rowan and other stuff like that.
Were you waiting for me?
Huh. Her S1 doesn't really seem that strong overall, which is kind of strange.
Just give up.
They've got to show us the Kane video. No way they'd wait.
Don't ever ignore the power of someone. We're something to protect.
Such an interesting character. Okay, they get stunned. I guess they're not doing a whole lot. Alright. That's true. You don't need as much defense if allies give defense buff and other stuff like that, but that's too reliant. It doesn't seem reliable at all. I don't think you can do that.
Do not be afraid. This way.
Where do you need me?
May this blood empower you.
Okay. So now she has max focus. She's so tanky in this preview. You can't really trust any of these previews though, is the thing. Like, it's really hard to trust. Like, is she really that tanky and she's gonna hit for 1,000,000 damage? I don't know. That seems a little...
Win.
What if you put her on injury? Does that work?
Here I come.
She has 16,000 health and who knows how much defense.
4. Who's gonna snap first?
She is really unhinged. I like it though. Oh, and that's the trauma. It's actually a debuff it shows as, or it's like a half buff, half debuff. That's super weird.
What would you like to order?
That's interesting.
Stupid trash.
You stupid. Wait, her voice lines change, I think.
Break you.
Wait, she's so cool. Her voice lines change and then she just zooms. Look at her on the turn bar.
Were you waiting for me?
But I want to see her on the turn bar. She still has one more turn of... Oh, wait, no, she lost it. She just instantly takes the turns. Let's say you're at 200 speed on her. Like, let's just pretend. You would go to, what, 600 speed, I think, with that buff or whatever? That's crazy.
I tried to warn them. Trust in your own will. I didn't want
So
to.
interesting, though.
Life is pain.
I don't know how good she's gonna be. Like, it's really hard to determine how good this character will be and how they'll work. We have to see their damage numbers, of course. They might be insanely hard to build as well, but they're definitely one of the most unique characters ever made in the game, and I really like it. I really, really like what they're doing here. They only had time to show one fight. Jeez. All right. Yeah, she's gonna be kind of like a hyper carry, it seems, but I wonder if she's gonna work against aggressive teams. Maybe she does work pretty well because she has the counter already built in, and she counters with AoEs. So maybe if you build her really tanky, she actually works versus super aggressive teams. And then when she gets her skill 3, she just dumpsters them and just completely takes them out. So I guess we'll have to see, but I think that she definitely has some potential with just being a god hyper carry. Lifesteal set sounds really good. If you have Elbrus with lifesteal set, I think she's gonna be able to completely zoom and go crazy. Even if the opponent has Rowana, if you're able to survive, maybe you're going to be able to use her skill 3 and then immediately just skill 1 and take something out instantly. So I guess we'll see if that actually pans out, but that's definitely unique, and it's impossible to tell if this character is actually going to be good or not. I feel like most people should probably still pull for like Solitari or whatever they want, just because we have no clue how this character is going to work. So it's just safer to do that. But a little bit hard to tell. If she's defense broken, does the buff scale back to 100%? Well, if she's defense broken, she won't even get the thing in the first place. Decreases defense by 70%. That probably stacks with defense break, actually. So it's really dangerous. She just, she will die almost instantly, but she also just kills everything instantly. So interesting trade-off. I like that they're finally making characters with trade-offs. I think that's something that Smilegate has really needed to do for a long time, because there's not enough of that in Epic 7. Every time they make characters like Belian or stuff like that, they always make it so the opponent gets screwed over. But in this case, it's actually a downside for her and an upside, which I think is so cool. So anyways, those are all my thoughts on Abyssal Yufine, and I'm actually really excited for this character. I thought her looked great, but now I'm even more interested based off her skill set and her amazing skill 3 animations. So yeah, nice.